What you see here, guys, is something I never ever thought I would get in a lifetime at all. This is actually the fourth animatronic, which I didn't really mention in previous videos about the fourth one because I wanted to save the best for last. This is the 2007 model of the Leatherface. Now, they did make an '06 model, but they also made an '07 for those of you that don't know. And from what I was told, that the '07 model actually did not have eyebrows, which is clearly stated on this model, which doesn't have eyebrows and less detail on the face itself. Now, Donovan actually does have a first generation, and we will eventually do a video one day with the two of them. But his needs a little bit of fixing as well before he officially do a video of the two. But mine, on the other hand, was in pretty decent shape. I actually got this for a steal of $150, with only one burnout motor in the arm near the shoulder area that lifts up the chainsaw, and needed a new motor and a new gear in the head, which I replaced all of it. He works flawlessly, guys. Honestly, he's probably one of the best working Leatherfaces I've ever seen in person, especially because I don't really think I ever saw him in stores, because at the time I probably would not have even wanted to see him in stores. Maybe that's why I didn't see him, because I heard that this one in particular was sold online, like stores online, like even Walmart sold them, but they only sold them online. I don't think they really brought them out in the store, because that would have been quite interesting for the customers, that's for sure. But one cool feature about this particular animatronic is that it actually has a portable jack. It actually has a portable jack on the back of it that says audio, labeled audio, and you can plug in basically any computer speaker you want to. And my choice for that option was an Emerson speaker, which I picked up at Google for about $6. And honestly, I can tell you guys, it's probably one of the best speakers I've ever used for any type of modifications, and for sure it puts out some bass in this guy, for sure. And if you guys want to know where the actual speaker is, if you choose not to use the audio jack option, it's on the back of the chainsaw, because these chainsaws were actually sold separately to basically use for a Halloween costume of some sort, and they still sell them to this day, which is pretty cool. Now, yes, the original chain is still intact with this. Everything works on this guy. Everything works perfectly. I didn't even have to mess with the body turn, but I probably will eventually in the next couple years. But I know it's supposed to be slow, but eventually I will replace that motor just for the heck of it, because it is getting on up there in age for sure. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all to say about it. He doesn't really say any phrases. Let's just say it's just gory audio that you're about to hear. Like I said, he has a lot of movements as well. He has a body turn. His chainsaw moves up and down, as well as the blade moving, controlled by the arm or the wrist action. His head and his eyes move, but it's hard to see his eyes move, but that's why I zoomed in at the beginning of the video so you can see that they move. Now, Leatherface is a pretty gruesome character for the movie called Texas Chainsaw Massacre from the 70s, is what I can recall. I've never seen the movie before, and I don't really recommend seeing it unless you're just one of those gore freaks that just loves blood and gore throughout the entire movies. Go right ahead, but I personally will probably never watch that movie. I've seen a lot of the horror movies like Nightmare on Elm Street, all the Halloween movies basically. I just prefer not to see this particular movie for various reasons, but I just don't want to watch the movie. I like the prop itself, but I don't really like the movie very much, but that's just my own opinion. But yeah, he's extremely detailed, but he's actually less detailed, like I said, than the original from 2006, which will be featured in a video very shortly once it gets repaired, because I will be going back up to Donovan's to repair quite a few things, and maybe doing a couple more advanced repair videos, sort of like Dr. Shivers, which I know clearly from the feedback that I received that you guys enjoyed it. But like I said, that's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. He is on censor right now, which at one point and earlier at the time, it actually scared the living crap out of me because I didn't know he was on censor. But there's his face there. I forgot to clean it off. It's a bit dusty, but whoever the previous owner of this was, which is that collector that I got the other products from, he definitely took care of this, so definitely give credit to him for that, or else this thing would probably be a wreck. Whoever had it definitely took good care of it. It was more of a display piece, I guarantee you, than a actual used prop at the time, which is why it's in such great shape. But after a few repairs, minor tune-ups, it works excellent. So enough of me talking. Let's get to this noise we're about to hear. I can't even, like, again, I can't even really call it phrases because it's nowhere near that. Here we go. As you can see, the body does move fairly well for being this old, especially having an original motor in there. Yeah, pretty gruesome sounds there for sure. And it's gonna, I can see why they put the audio jack in there to where you could literally scare the living crap out of people in like a haunted house or any type of Halloween thing you wanted to do. Yeah, definitely I'm gonna use this in the future for purposes like that one of these days. It'll definitely be a blast. I'll never sell this guy. I don't really think anyone could bribe me as much as to sell this guy, because if I sell him, I'll never get him again. I know dang well that's gonna happen. But yeah, continuing on. And we'll get a few close-ups, and of course she's probably going to go off in that process. He stands a little bit taller than Freddy, so he's about 6 foot even, maybe 6'1", if I had to guess. So, that pretty much is all I could say about this thing. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this review on this exclusive 2007 Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. Thanks for watching.